When I tell people that I used to think that I was ugly, everyone's always like, girl, what are you talking about? They're always like, huh? They look at me like, are you dumb? It's always a shock factor. Serious note though, like, people would look at me like I was crazy. And honestly, well, I used to look at myself like I was crazy. Because I had long curly hair. Insert a clip or put it somewhere on the screen, Lachey. I had long curly hair, and I always received the most compliments on my hair. I received compliments on my hair a lot. My hair, different hairstyles I knew would be cute and I would look good. There's certain styles I could do to make myself feel a little bit more sexier, and that's what I did. So my hair was kind of behind all of that. It just got to a point where I used to tell myself, and this is why words are so powerful. This is why you need to really watch and be careful with what you speak onto yourself. I would tell myself for years since middle school, I could never cut my hair because I don't have the face for short hair. Meaning that I felt that my facial features were ugly, unappealing, unattractive, honestly, really disregarding God's work and God's creation. Because this is what he gave me. This is his design. He gave me this face. He gave me this hair texture. God gave this to me, and I'm over here criticizing it, making it seem like it's less than. I would tell myself I couldn't wear short hair because of my face, and I had convinced myself for years that I was ugly, that I needed hair to cover my face. I needed hair to be in front of my face. I needed hair to be next to my face because I needed to cover my face. I needed to cover my body. I needed to cover myself because that was the only thing that gave me a blanket of beauty. And that's how I took it, as a blanket of beauty on me, which was how I seen my hair. So I told myself, like, I'm going to cut my hair. My best friend encouraged me to cut it. And I said to myself, like, I'm not going to continue living and believing that I'm ugly. The best way for me to face this and face believing that I am beautiful, and I knew I was beautiful on the inside. My personality, my soul, my spirit. I knew that who I was and who I was becoming in the faith was beautiful. What I struggled with was my outer beauty, and I decided I was going to cut my hair off to prove to myself every single day until it grows back, I'm beautiful. And what I've learned is, since I cut my hair, because this is where it's at today, okay? This is where she's currently at. I do have some hang time a little bit. As y'all seen where it was, and if not, I'll go ahead and post it right here. That's where I was, right here. And as my hair has been growing over the course of these months, because I cut it in May, it's now October. 5 months of me going through these different transitions. As my hair grew, so did I. That was the starting point of me overcoming my fears. Me overcoming so many obstacles in my life, telling people no, getting on a plane, getting my tooth pulled, going into places alone, quitting my job again, going on the internet and being humble in all different states of me. It's been a lot to show up as the new person that I was becoming. My hair, since it grew, there were so many different stages of how to manage my hair, how to adapt with my hair, how to maneuver with my hair, how to style it, just so many different things I had to adjust as my hair adjusted. It's a continuous cycle because I've never been this version of me. Where my hair is today, I've never been this version of me. And when my hair was cut super short, she was a different woman. And even in between to getting to this point, she was a different woman. Beginning of September, me was a different woman. I have been elevating because this whole chapter has been about self-growth, learning Jesus, but also learning who he's called me to be as a woman. Learning that I'm a woman with influence. Learning that I'm a woman who has what she already needs in her to be loving, nurturing, kind, supportive. It's in me to know that I am what a man needs. Like, I am. Not I have to do this to be what somebody needs or want. Not I have to go look like this. No, I am exactly what somebody needs. I've already been. And there's so much confidence in knowing that God made me perfect the way that I am. I know we're not perfect people, but he created me and he does not create mistakes. It's unflawed. I'm not going to look at myself and think that the way my eyes look or my lips or my nose or my ears or anything like that, I'm not going to look at myself and think that I'm less than, because my God does not make mistakes. His plan is perfection. And I was one of his plans because he has a plan for me. So just being able to walk and face rooms and walk into rooms and be confident now and show up online and be confident as this woman. Looking back on pictures like, wow, I was beautiful. And I still am. I still am. Just now I'm more aware of who I am. And I remember as I kept changing my hair colors and I kept doing this, I kept doing that, I just remember why I changed my hair color. I kept doing that because I felt ugly. I felt less than. I didn't feel cute. I didn't feel any of those things. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel pretty at all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That is one of the main reasons why I don't wear wigs. And I do minimum makeup. Even today, we got on some concealer, some lip gloss. I curled the lashes and some blush. You know what I'm saying? You still see the acne scars. You still see them. That's one of the main reasons why I don't wear a wig. Because I don't want to adapt to a certain version of myself I cannot maintain naturally. I don't want to have braids and have the enemy use that to make me feel like I look my best with my hair done, aka add-ons. I look my best if I have long hair. I look my best if I have a wig on. I look my best if I have knotless. I look my best if I'm wearing lashes. I only look my best if my nails is done. I'm not trying to convince myself that I necessarily look better than what God has already given me by adding something to it. I don't want to convince myself that adding things to my hair, nails, face is adding beauty to who God already created me to be. Because I'm beautiful as is. So that's why I'm very minimal with those things. I don't want the devil to play in my head no more. Because he already did when I would speak and say, oh, I could never have short hair, blah, blah, blah. And that convinced me that I was ugly. Because I always thought only the girls who got pretty faces can wear short hair. Like, I just convinced myself of that lie. And then I said, no, you're going to face it. You're going to cut your hair off. And realize that what God gave me is enough. My hair texture is enough. I don't have to slick back the edges, but I can. I don't have to wear false nails. I can paint mine. And I still look great. I still look like a woman. I don't need Botox. I don't need lip filler. I don't need to have minks on to feel my best, or just because my hair is not a certain type of way, that means that I'm a bum today or I look like a little boy. And that's the other thing too. I had to overcome the feeling of feeling like a little boy because my hair was short. No. I'm going to now walk around and demand respect from people. That's what I'm going to give. That's what I'm going to do. It just taught me so much, like standing into the world. Like I'm facing the world with no mask. My insecurities, my identity, my self-esteem. Cutting off my hair tested so much. And then y'all, to even show up in front of a man with short hair, or to be recognized by a man with my short hair, so different experience. You know, because I was so used to back in the day, flip my hair to the side, you know, a little swoop. I just knew certain looks that made me feel the most attractive. But honestly, baby, they just made you lusted after. That's all it was. That's all you was getting. That's all. You wasn't getting no real love. You was not getting real love. And now, in my head, I'm like, wow, for a man to recognize me as is, right? Knowing that I am growing back out my hair, knowing that that version of me that I was before I cut my hair, I'm going to just become an even better version of that naturally, like the same natural state, but my mind is going to be renewed. I'm gonna have a bob eventually by next year, then it's gonna go to my shoulders, then it's gonna start going to my back, and I'm gonna grow my hair out. Like, I'm not cutting it anymore. It was a cute little ride, honey, but I miss a bun. I do. And even then, I used to wear buns, and I'm like, I don't like wearing buns because it just shows so much face. Girl, look at you now. All you do is serve face. All you do. You can't do nothing else. I gotta wet it every day. I gotta style it. It don't stay like this. At the end of the day, this has been a blessing. This has been life-changing for my confidence, my self-esteem, just knowing who I am as a woman, just made me just feel such like a boss. I'm walking around facing my fears. Like, this was something that was so emotional for me. Being able to cut my hair off and looking in that mirror, super convinced I was just the ugliest thing out walking. So convinced. Started to hate my hair. Hated it. And it was so beautiful that I got to cut off all the years of coloring over and over, the bleaching, blonde, brown, red, orange. I got to cut off all that history. and just start over brand new. Brand new. Your beauty isn't what you add to yourself. Your beauty is your spirit. How you move, how you talk, how you think. Huh? Who do you believe in? Whose are you? Who do you belong to? And knowing what you're called here to do, your purpose. And then appreciating exactly how God created you to be, because he don't make mistakes. There's nothing wrong with your eyes without lashes on. There's nothing wrong with your eyebrows as is. If you want to fill them in lightly, there's nothing wrong with adding a little something. But don't think that because you add the something and then you take it away, that means that you lost part of your beauty or your identity or part of your look or part of your brand. I'll tell you what, the man that God has for you is going to desire your exact natural state. There is a man out here who desires exactly how God made you. His eyes and heart are going to be all for you. You know? And I know a lot of people say, oh, we don't do it for men, we don't do it for men. Yeah, that's cool, right? Me personally, I want to be desired by my man. And I do. I want to be desired by my man. I would definitely want a man who enjoys me just the way God made me. Bare minimum. Loves it. Finds me incredibly attractive. To the point where when I do put on a little lip liner, it's just like, oh! You don't understand? You would have thought the world stand still. Yeah, I discovered my true beauty inside and out. I discovered that I'm beautiful. I got out of the chains of the insecurity. You know, even when it comes down to my body, standing there looking in the mirror, just acknowledging, no, you're beautiful. You look great. You look great. And be my biggest fan. And cutting my hair off was my first step of facing the world again as my new self. And being willing to grow with this new version, even though every single hair stage was a version of me I have never ever seen before. I was used to a certain version of me for years. Was bullied in school for my hair. And now I look at the beauty of my curls, my hair texture, taking care of it, watching it grow more and more, you know, as the days go by, seeing how close I'm getting to be able to putting it in a bun, like, and one day it's going to be here. It's going to be beautiful. Because that's how God created me to be, beautiful. Just like you. You don't need add-ons. You don't. Learn to love and enchant what you have without completely turning into something else. You know, because I see that a lot. People put on the makeup and stuff, they look like a whole different woman. Like you, oh, he love I look like a different woman. Baby, no, you look like a different woman, baby. I don't know which, this wasn't the same version in the beginning. Okay, now you look completely different. You took off the makeup and I be confused. Like, this is two different women. You don't even look the same like you do. It can get to a point where it become witchcraft. That's all I gotta say that. That's all I gotta say to that. But that's been my journey with cutting my hair off. It's been a beautiful process and I'm just so grateful for it. Yeah, I do recommend, but first, learn your inner beauty with God so you can change your eyes on yourself. And you can be delivered from that. But I just wanted to share my experience on this journey of cutting off this hair and where I'm at today. And now I'm a beautiful woman. I am a beautiful, attractive woman. My spirit is attractive. My heart is attractive. My compassion, my love, how I care is special. In the future, when I am married, it's going to be incredibly appreciated. So, yeah. Love y'all. Bye.